Welcome back to Creative Ideas Plus AI. I'm Lucky. This week, Peter Diamandis and the Moonshots crew dropped episode 240, and it was packed. NVIDIA's trillion-dollar prediction, Anthropic crushing OpenAI and Enterprise, Elon building his own chip fabs, and CS jobs collapsing. Let's break it all down. NVIDIA's GTC 2026 was a spectacle. 30,000 attendees. Jensen Huang stood on stage and said he sees at least $1 trillion in revenue by 2027, not valuation revenue. NVIDIA has locked up 70% of TSMC's 3nm production capacity. Their customers are literally lining up begging for chips. Larry Ellison said it, "Me, Elon, and Sam are all outside Jensen's door begging for GPUs." Jensen also gave a massive shout-out to OpenClaw, calling it the most popular open-source project in the history of humanity. They launched NemoClaw, their enterprise-optimized version, and they announced robotaxi partnerships with BYD, Hyundai, Nissan, and others, covering 18 million cars a year, plus space data centers with Vera Rubin Space One. Jensen wants to power everything: robots, cars, agents, and orbit. Sam Altman dropped a jaw-dropping stat. From their first reasoning model, O1, to GPT 5.4, the cost dropped 1,000x, 1,000 times cheaper in 16 months. Alex Weissner-Gross confirmed the math checks out, consistent with 40x year-over-year hyperdeflation. The key insight from Dave, inference time compute, chain-of-thought reasoning, is where all the gains are coming from. It's much easier to optimize than training. We're still early in optimizing inference, so expect another 1,000x ahead. And Salem made a radical prediction. The optimization might be so aggressive that we may not even need to tile the world with data centers. Once you can run models locally, the energy needed drops dramatically. Here's the chart that had everyone talking. Time magazine named Anthropic the most disruptive company in the world. Enterprise first-time customer market share. Anthropic went from 40% to 73%. OpenAI dropped from 60% to 26% in just 3 months. Dave's analysis was sharp. Sam Altman bet big on consumers needing reasoning capabilities, but consumers didn't show up for it. Enterprises did. And Anthropic was laser-focused on enterprise because they had to be. They had fewer resources. Dario kept it simple. Just the AI software, partner with everyone. Don't try to build your own chips or data centers. That's why enterprises trust him. He's not a threat to any of his partners. Meanwhile, OpenAI is fighting on too many fronts. Custom chips, devices competing with Apple, data centers, consumer products. Dave compared it to Hitler opening up a second front in Russia. Harsh, but the data backs it up. Elon made headlines with the Terra Fab announcement. He's building his own chip fabrication facility, starting at 100,000 wafer starts per month, scaling to 1 million. That would match 70% of TSMC's entire global output. Classic Elon, vertical integration to control the full stack for Tesla, Optimus, Cybercabs, and the Dyson Swarm. Alex pointed out the geopolitical angle. If Elon can build domestic semiconductor capacity at that scale, he's effectively de-risking the Taiwan threat. That might be even more important than the business case. And Dave noted that Elon's management playbook, the visionary integrator model, is what makes this possible. Every one of Elon's companies has a world-class integrator running operations while Elon drives the vision. Most people can't even name them, but they're all going to be billionaires. Now for the scariest data point. A professor tracked his computer science students' placement rates over 3 years. Fall 2023, 89% placed at $94,000 average salary. Spring 2026, 19% placed, below $61,000. Quote, "These kids mortgaged their future for careers that evaporated while they were in class." The panel's advice was unanimous. Don't get a degree, become an entrepreneur, join a startup, get on cap tables. Dave was blunt. If you're not a founder, join somebody else. There is no other path forward. Look at that number, 19% placed. Salem added, the value of a computer science degree is effectively zero now. GitHub ratings and peer-to-peer meritocracy have completely replaced credentials. And Peter pointed out that college bankruptcy rates in the US are skyrocketing. The traditional career ladder has been pulled up. Quick hits to close out. The world is going nuclear again. Illinois is lifting nuclear bans. Meta secured 6.6 gigawatts of clean power through 2035. Japan restarted its largest nuclear plant. Samsung is building floating modular reactors. AI is giving nuclear the political cover that climate change never could. Travis Kalanick came out of stealth with his company Atoms, trying to be the CPU for the physical world, automating food, mining, and robotics. Alex's company Physical Superintelligence launched an open-source AI physicist called GPD that Harvard's astronomy department immediately adopted. And one wild card, the White House registered aliens.gov. Alex says expect an interesting announcement by summer. Peter says he's convinced we're not alone, and the timing with ASI is not coincidental. Here's the bottom line. The acceleration is real, and it's accelerating. 1 trillion in NVIDIA revenue, 1,000x cost drops, Anthropic eating OpenAI's lunch, Elon building his own fabs, CS jobs disappearing, nuclear coming back, and maybe, just maybe, aliens. The Moonshots crew keeps saying it, don't sleep through the singularity. I'm lucky. This has been Creative Ideas plus AI, Episode 4. See you next time.